show. I'm excited about the conversation we're going to have as well. Um, this is where I want to start.
Okay.
I'm going to start. We're going to start small. When I say small, I mean like we'll get to heavy topics in a second.
Okay.
But I do want you. I want to play this clip for you, and I just want to play the clip for you. Then you let me know what you think about this clip.
Okay.
So last year, how many days? No, that's just June. That's one stream. This is May. 16 streams. I made that much. Yeah, we got to bring you in.
That's May?
Yeah, that's just the 16 streams. I was a little consistent that month.
Rich.
That's just the 16.
You show that? You show
I
him?
don't give a fuck.
Oh, I see it. Say no more.
16, yeah. So, hey man, we just, DD started streaming on there. You know, we get you on there too. Boom.
Get me on it today.
Oh, ASAP.
Aiden Ross.
I'm not saying it right now, bro.
You want to get there too?
Oh, come on.
You want to
You know I fuck with you, right?
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out for the revenue stream, the income. That's dope. I'm not gonna hate on nobody. He's making his money how he's making his money. But go ahead.
So I brought that played that clip for a couple of reasons. One, here's the thing. It's easy to get motivated by seeing a clip like that, by believing you can make that much in a month during streaming, you know, because if one person did it, that means it's possible. Let's start there.
Right.
Right. But also, I have to be realistic to new streamers or people looking at these clips like that is, first of all, if you don't know who Aiden Ross is, then you want to start there. And now, if I showed you, me being as new as I am, if I showed you my last month and I made $60,000, then you might want to, you might want to copy everything I did.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? But somebody with as big as a following as Aiden Ross, I don't want that to mislead you. Yes, it's possible because you are a human being who have your hands are to touch laptops and phones. So meaning you have access to this kind of income when you do put in the work to these streams. But it's I need us to be real. I need us to stop using these clips because that's clip farming. Use those clips to hype the crowd up, get people going, motivate people, they jump in. But you gotta be smart with seeing clips like this and don't just, get so motivated you quit and stop doing everything and just go for that, thinking you're gonna be that person to get $60,000 a month from 16 streams. That's not a reality for most people in the whole world.
Right.
Let alone, but I also showed it to you for another reason. You specifically, Rios, because Kick does pay significantly different than many other platforms. I don't mean it pays better. It pays obviously better than TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Because TikTok has a 50-50 thing. And I heard that TikTok, I'm not sure how true this is, I heard that TikTok just got rid of their affiliate program. I'm not sure if that's true now. That's the first level of monetization.
The affiliate program, they got rid of that?
Yes, I'm hearing. I don't want to say it's a fact yet. I'm hearing that.
Okay.
That was a new update. But for Kick, just to motivate you a little bit, Rios, you're doing an amazing job streaming, amazing job with your following the community. I want to show you that clip to let you know keep going.
Okay.
Now, for you, you know who Aiden Ross is. You understand what's going on there in that clip. You know, and you also know what clip farming is. But also, for you, a guy I believe in, and I know your content, if you keep going, can literally change the world, then I see things like this for you. Not just Kick and not just YouTube, but all the platforms. So for a cat like yourself, please don't stop doing what you're doing. I believe that God will bless you, and I believe that for your voice to be on platforms, your honest voice to be on platforms, I believe that you will be blessed in significant ways, and there'll be many clips of you, not necessarily acting in the same kind of way, but where people will be motivated, inspired to follow your blueprint for success.
Right. And that would be dope. You know what I mean? That would be amazing. But that's like fifth on the totem pole of what I'm trying to accomplish. You
100%,
know, like
100%.
if I was if I was in this for the money, I wouldn't be in this.
No, it's a
not
very
saying
long way.
not saying that I'm not
You take
trying
a long
to
route.
not that I'm not trying to build a career or build something out of this. I'm also trying to build a community out of this. I'm trying to
Yeah,
build
yeah,
an
yeah.
understanding out of this. And I'm going to be 44 at the end of this month, you know? So before I started doing this 2 years ago, I had already lived a lot of life. I had experienced a lot of life, as in being in love, breaking someone's heart, having my heart broke, being jumped,
Yeah.
jumping somebody, fighting, being beat up, beating people up, this and that, living like a complete full life before I made it here. You know, live the good life, been happy, I've been sad, I've been stressed, I've been depressed, I've been joyful, I've been single, I've been lonely. You know, I've been all these things that a lot of people don't talk about, the complete spectrum of life. And so me experiencing that and getting to where I am before I made it to YouTube, I don't have YouTube to thank for my success in life. I don't have streaming or going live to thank. I don't have to thank anything besides my experience in life prior to YouTube. Now, a lot of these people are experiencing success and they're experiencing life through YouTube. You know, like this is what they're
Yeah.
doing. That's
Yeah,
not
for
my
sure.
case. So I think
Mhm.
what we have is that these brothers experience life, a lot of life, prior to me and you getting on here split screen and on YouTube. And through
100%.
through that, I think we have a connection to the people that are watching because they're more like us than they are like Aiden Ross.
100%.
They're more like us. They connect and they like our podcast is called Relatable. It's relatable for a reason because Tafashe understands you more than he can understand the Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
APTV may connect with me as a father or as a brother, be like, you know what? I understand what he's going through. We don't necessarily, they may not necessarily understand what these cats are going through because they're not really sharing they moments of sadness, are they moments of despair, where they doubting themselves, where they're questioning themselves. Is this what I want to do? Is this what I'm they're just all content. So that's what I appreciate about us. And if what comes with that is success, as in monetary and things like that, that's amazing. That's a blessing from God. That's just God
Mhm.
blessing us for being us. But thank God for Him allowing us to have the trials and tribulations and going on the journey and still continuing this journey because we don't know what the real end result is, what the end goal
Right.
is. God may
Right.
switch us up and put us on a different track, but we've done the work to be here to say, I'm proud of who I am. I'm building myself up, and you're going to see the good, you're going to see the bad in me. But here we are. And that's why the Ghetto Cafe, that's why Yo Chat, I think they are here for us and here with us because they want to see us win, just as we want to see them win.
For sure. I think that's, first of all, perfectly said. And it's the reason why I said what I said. Because the man I spoke about and who you are would respond that way. So, no, man, it's real talk. Because to let people know, like, look, don't get caught up in just that part. Because that part don't understand that okay, you gotta have some money to live and survive out here.
Yeah.
We understand that, right? But we also are saying that if you make that the end all to be all mission, then that's not a life I like to live, because I also won't do anything for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to your point, I lived the life that most people won't live. Even in my down times and my depression and all my things, I've still done a ton of life that I've lived, and I'm so grateful for it without any of that stuff that we just saw or that we see on the internet every day. You know, some of these miraculous fantasy-like lives that we see daily on the internet. But that's real talk, man. And speaking of Tavache, man, shout out to Tavache. I do want to say to Tavache directly also, I appreciate I appreciate him for a couple of reasons. One, the fact he's always showing up. I truly appreciate him for that. Also, that he jumped on live with me. One of my Fight Depression series. He jumped on with me and we chopped it up just talking like brothers.
Right.
Like, you know, he had a son with him. We talked about DoorDash, Uber stuff. We talked about his clothing line.